Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. I want us to delve into the discussion that has been going on, and this discussion, most of it is trying to castigate Raila Amolo Odinga over the stand which he made. So after this discussion, maybe people shall have a notion on whether Raila Amolo Odinga really made a mistake or he didn't make a mistake.
This struggle is not about Azimio or any party in particular. This is now about Kenyans refusing to move on until they get a good deal. We agree with them. This time around, there's no moving on until RUTO shows a readiness to listen to and respect the people.
Two things people need to notice or to note on Raila Amolo Odinga right now. Raila is a father, a grandfather, a political leader, and has seen it all. How many demonstrations has Raila Amolo Odinga gone through?
Of the standard, Raila tear-gassed as...
Last year, we saw massive demonstrations out there and a threat to his life. So, we will delve into certain tweets from KARUA, because KARUA shared 3 tweets soon after there was call for a dialogue with the Gen-Zs are against. So let's delve into the tweets from KARUA, then we shall establish some things from these tweets and the relationship between the tweets and the position that Raila took. Now, the first tweet I'll share with you, ladies and gentlemen, is this. It's a short one, but KARUA said, "This is a trap, period." Well, it could be a trap, yes, but then who is the leader of the youths? How will these dialogues be constituted? The youths are saying what we need is a constitution to be delivered, to be respected, to be implemented to its fullness. That is what the Gen-Zs are talking about. So how is this going to be a trap? But KARUA seems to believe that the fact that Raila Amolo Odinga agreed to a dialogue is a total trap. And many people have talked about this. If we continue, please take this opportunity and like this video. It's so important. If you like this video, mind you, that's the only way you get to support the work of our channel. And by the way, I don't take that for granted. Subscribe to this channel if you've not subscribed before. To existing subscribers, thank you so much for your support. So let's head over to the second tweet. Again, she says something here. Let's be careful as a political class, lest we hijack the genuine clamor for accountability and reforms by the Gen-Zs. Okay? Let me take you to the third, probably final tweet from KARUA. I agree with those who say action now on the clear and attainable demands of the Gen-Zs to enhance accountability and mark the state work for the masses rather than for a handful elites. Of course, even Kalonzo Musyoka had almost similar reaction, because Kalonzo also reacted to the fact that the Gen-Z's demands must be respected, and that it's totally unacceptable to hijack that quest, and that is okay, and I personally agree with Kalonzo Musyoka. There was also a reaction from other people like Yoni, someone like Eugene Wamalwa. Eugene Wamalwa also reacted, and the reaction from Eugene Wamalwa was almost the same to what KARUA said, and Jeremiah Kioni also had a reaction of the same. So because of these reactions from Azimio bigwigs, I want us to shift our focus to Raila Amolo Odinga, the man, because he's the person who is now being fried here, because he could have made a mistake according to them. So let's look at Raila Amolo Odinga as a grandfather. Being a grandfather of politicians means Raila has nurtured so many politicians who are now speaking loud, you know. Raila has gone through how many demonstrations since 1990s? The history of Kenya is incomplete without Raila Amolo Odinga. That's something that we need to tell to the people, the disgruntled lots who are now castigating Raila Amolo Odinga. someone like Martha Karua is not supposed to complain, because Martha Karua knows the story of 2007.
Most people, Kenyans, believe you had a powerful role in the rigging or the lack of rigging of the elections of 2007. More so because you were the face of Kibaki's campaigns.
Yeah.
You were there as
campaigns, really.
Kibaki's quest for another term for the presidency.
No, I wasn't going to come to Nairobi after spending a day and night at a polling station. I slept and I came to Nairobi on the morning of 29th.
Mr. Chairman, you have received a letter from us, a complaint showing in 10 constituencies, beginning with Dagoretti, what was announced in the constituencies is not what you announced here. The total presidential vote for President Kibaki, which has not been included in your tally here, is now more than 100,000 votes. What we are saying is this, Mr. Chairman, that we want, if parties want us to retally, let there be a retally of all the 210 constituencies. Mr. Chairman, when you were announcing for the first part of this press briefing, where ODM had won, we did not hear anybody complaining. Where President Kibaki has won, people are heckling. This election will be won by the ballot, not by mere shouting. Mr. Chairman, we are submitting, proceed and announce the winner of the election and let us be able to move on. Let us not, I'm a Kenyan and I'm entitled, Mr. Chairman.
I have high respect for Martha Karua, but if you look at the story of 2007, the deaths and the mayhem and everything, Martha Karua is not one person who is supposed to speak the way she spoke. But as a leader, she has a right. But Martha Karua's political rebirth is indebted to Raila Amolo Odinga's picking of her as a running mate. Most of you will know that Martha Karua is nobody without Raila Amolo Odinga. Kalonzo Musyoka is nobody without Raila Amolo Odinga. All of those people who are reacting know very well. Jeremiah Kioni, another person. I agree with a few people who have reminded people about the struggles of Raila Amolo Odinga and why he made that choice of a dialogue, because he knows very well that if a government decides to disregard your opinion, they will always disregard, and for like almost another 20 years, 30 years, people will be suffering until they get that, the second liberation or the third liberation. So sometimes in a war kuna time inafika you negotiate, despite the fact that kama sahi, let's say the case of Israel and Hamas. So unajua kwamba Israel na Hamas wamepigana kabisa mpaka vita ambayo mpaka inasemekana hawezi sameana. Like did you check what happened previously? Like a couple of days, there was talk of a negotiation on a ceasefire. Maybe if you go to the case of Ukraine and Russia, that might be the case also in future, a negotiation to end the war. It doesn't mean that you like what the opponent is doing, but for the better part of for the long game, it's what is called for. The issue of 2007, despite the fact that RUTO said Raila Amolo Odinga aliuza wa Kenya wakati huo, but Raila could not just stand up there, could not just sit and watch people get maimed, killed, just because wamekataa mpaka election ifanyike tena. And the president back then had said Raila Amolo Odinga can do anything, hata achilia. So people were dying, houses were torched. There was no way Raila Amolo Odinga was going to still continue saying that lazima. Many people would have still died. But you find that during that time, Martha Karua alikuwa na one of the headliners, mtu ambaye alikuwa anasema kwamba hatukubali, was Martha Karua. So Martha Karua saizi hawezi kusema vitu amesema pale. It's a trap, yes. We also side, personally, I agree with the Gen Zs. No dialogue. Yeah, I agree with them, honestly. Because Many have been killed. They had started speaking initially. The government would have listened to them. I agree with them when they say no dialogue. But what next? A series of sustained attacks will still go on, and it's up to William Ruto to make a decision of firing all his cabinet. Or maybe but if you dissolve the parliament, government imeenda, but firing the cabinet. So that after firing the cabinet, at least atakuwa ameleta sura kidogo kwa Gen-Z. So tunaona matakwa yao yameanza kusikizwa. Fire the cabinets, reduce the permanent secretaries, reduce the budget, then utakuwa kidogo. Manake the Gen-Zs are saying that what we want already is out there. When we say we want to meet on maybe a platform of a dialogue, some of us will be compromised. Like the talk of Osama. Osama, a blogger who hosted the X-Space on Engage the President, he has been criticized lately as a sellout. So, ladies and gentlemen, just go below the comment section there and you can offer a reaction. So perhaps if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, just take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.